Wuthering Waves has just dropped a promo video ahead of the Game Awards for 2014, and in this 1-minute teaser there is so much information about Rinascita. The first 40 or so seconds is of the journey from version 1.0 to 1.4 of Wuthering Waves, which many of us are already familiar with. Rinascita's teaser starts with Rover falling out of the sky and then pulls out wings to fly through the air. I hope that this mechanic is not stamina gated, or at the very least has a long air time. In the promo we get a full view of Ragunna City with tons of hidden Easter eggs. You can notice small rowboats in various shapes like a hammerhead shark and the Subnautica ghost leviathan. These are probably some next level echoes that are akin to the teddy bear and other creatures from the teaser trailer. We did see one of these in the Ragunna event, but now we know that there are multiple variations. We can also see a tail in the center of the port. This tail possibly symbolizes the Narwhal we see at the end of the trailer. This has me pretty excited because the Narwhal was teased back in the 2022 Tokyo Game Show of Black Shores, and we finally get to experience it in the current story. The two towers in the back also have octopus tentacles in them, whereas the ones in the front do not. A symbol of an octopus can also be seen on the ground in the teaser trailer. We then pan to female Rover flying around, and your attention is probably caught by the massive statue, but can you spot the hidden city? In the top right you can see small pieces of what we assume is a landscape hidden in clouds. This is a cloud that is not currently in the game, and the behavior of this cloud is rotating in a circle in one spot, which is not what other clouds in Wuthering Waves do. The next scene is of a 6-winged enemy with what looks like glacial abilities. The city shrouded in clouds can be seen behind this new enemy, which means we can also locate the position of the enemy to be in the structure above and behind Ragunna City. The scenery behind this enemy also turns solar with a yellow and orange glow. Again symbolizes that the inspiration and meaning behind the 6 wings is from a seraphim. If you pay very close attention, you'll notice that the massive structure has the same white and gold as the wings of this enemy. So this structure could be whatever is inspired by the seraphim. Afterwards we get a scene of Carlotta with what looks like a throne behind her. Again, this throne has what looks like 6 wings. This is possibly part of the headquarters of the Montelli family, as from Carlotta's drop marketing we know the family is one of the elite families of Rinascita. Aero's arms and Roccia can be seen doing a performance, which is somehow similar to Camille's resonance liberation. We then move on to a scene of Carlotta and female Rover taking on some new enemies. These are the same enemies and each one performs a different attack. The enemy on our left performs a swing at Rover, while the enemy on our right performs a jab at Carlotta. This next scene is possibly my favorite scene from the promo. You have to watch the video at 0.25 speed to fully capture what is happening. We see Abby is looking furious and about to throw a punch before she begins to absorb the power of what looks like an Aero blast. The last time Abby did this was when the Dreamless made a similar attack against Rover. The power behind the Dreamless is theorized to be from the remnant energy Rover dissipated when they arrived in Solaris 3. This would mean that whoever created this Aero attack is the entity that will provide Rover their next element. We know that Abby senses and hungers for those frequencies. And finally we end off with Rover taking a trip from the Narwhal that long-time Rovers have been waiting for. Considering this boss originally dropped a horn as a weekly boss material in one of the previous beta tests, this may be the next weekly boss we will be fighting. The theory behind this is that the Narwhal, or the other entity that was at Black Shores, has the remnant energy we saw go towards Black Shores. That is all for this video. Let me know your thoughts for Rinascita, and I will see you in the next video.